All right, welcome everybody. And yesterday's video talked about the advanced decline. Let's take a quick gander. What is the advanced decline doing? In this morning's briefing in our live trading room, a couple things. We did get a positive advanced decline reading in the IWM. The NASDAQ composite, it didn't look too great. Ironically, we got another PPS buy signal. These are the momentum buy signals occurred here in the Russell, occurred here in the NYSE. We got one in the Dow. I'll focus this. There's one over here. There's one over there. Here, there, everywhere. But there's no follow through. We're at the top end of the resistance line. In yesterday's video, let's take a look at one market at a time. We need to get this market above. First off, this is the one yellow line. The second one is that yellow line. We got two important yellow lines that we need to get this market. It's button gear to get through it. However, we broke out, and as bad as the advanced decline is right now, this morning we opened up at around 420 or 412. So that means in the S&P 500, there's 504 stocks actually in the S&P 500. We were at positive breath 412. Now we're only positive 202. Usually by, I would say, 1:30 in the afternoon, if this somehow turns more positive, that would be good. I don't think that's going to happen today. I think this is your typical, still, it was exciting to see that we have a positive moving average crossover. Let's double check. It happened over here. We have now had follow through of higher high and a breakout of a new high in the advanced decline for the year. That is crazy, folks. So cumulatively speaking, more days we've had stronger stocks going up, but the index won't break out. What does that signify? I think that it shows that A, we haven't had any volume behind the trend and the market can be manipulated. It's a 3-day holiday weekend. I'm down here in West Palm Beach, Florida. We got a hurricane coming here. The market right now is in DEFCON 4 sell mode. And I mean, it's a 3-day holiday weekend. I mean, we could get a positive tweet over the 3-day holiday weekend with President Trump. We could get a negative one. I think that right now, the market is so biased to the downside that I'm still forecasting, as long as we continue to maintain this moving average crossover in the SPY, and as long as we maintain a positive structure in the advanced decline, we have a chance of, again, 77% chance between now and the end of September that we make not just a test a high, but a potential new high in the market. Sometimes we're right, but it's not on my time, it's on the market's time. So again, Friday, today's going to be kind of important. We went up against the top end of this massive trading range resistance and we didn't get through. It's as simple as that so far. So where's the leadership? What's the weakness? What's going on with the market? I just infringed on our live trading room. By the way, this is the screenshot of what's going in on our live trading room. We just had a monster trade on the short side on the ES, which generated the 15-minute two short positions. And in our trading room, a lot of guys jumped all over that trade and are still short. What's happening is that it liquidated half the position at the profit target, which is the blue line. Hard to see it in here. There's two functions going on. We've got two different stop methodologies working. One will override the other. You can see there's these little gray lines. That's our proprietary compression stop function that we've developed in the Algo 17 program. And the other is a max or at least an emergency hard stop. And it's that orange line up there. And the other one's the dynamic last conditional change, which is an orange way up. As you can see, the yellow up there. Let me try and zoom this up here. Yellow is one stop method. Orange is an emergency stop. It'll override that yellow. And then this gray line, if we pop our head through that gray line, which is at 29.18, it'll pop out because that's the compression stop. The 15-minute model did not go short. And the reason is very simple. By the time the sell signal was generated, the loss factor there was about $900 or $450 per contract. $450 per contract on a one lot, or a two lot model is what we use here in the room, $900. We have a max loss which would not allow that to happen. So if the risk is too great, it won't take the trade. That's why we use the short-term model. People always ask me that. Person, why you got two different models? Because if the long-term's in a sell mode, which it was, because you could clearly see the TSI indicator. This is red. This was red. I mean, it's red. It's bad, right? So if long, not good. Don't buy the breakout. Look for sell signals, and that's what this has done. You can clearly see over here on the trade manager, you can see the current position. Ironically, crude oil had a couple little nibbles this morning, which poked out on a long. It got stopped out. It reversed, and I think about a quarter of the trading room jumped on that because that's what they're commenting. I got 4 windows here, 5, 6, 7 different things going on. The point is I'm looking down here at the window to the live trading room, which you can't see in the comments there. So if it's, let's see, Brett, if you watch this video, you made fame. You are the one who pointed out, look at this whopping trade, hits the profit, and then what does it do? It's still short the one lot. So it's a nice, huge, these are huge trend moves in this market. The Algo 17 allows us to take care of. The other day I said we are short the VXX. Look at the stop. If the market generates above that red line, it will get out of short VXX. We are long the spider. If it breaks below the support, it will take a profit there too. So while it may give back profits, guess what? It's still profitable. British pound, big time trade today in the algo room for the pound. Went long, got out of half, trailed, and then went short. You can see the compression stops, those gray lines, has taken off. And there's your reflection of the current trade. Not a big deal. It's the pound, for God's sakes, 325. Again, why do I have the British pound even in an algo room? ATR is about 90 points a day, A. B, Brexit coming up, volatility, and I think you'll get better reaction or trading momentum out of the pound than you will the euro currency. And I know everyone likes the euro versus, but that's the story. Gold didn't do squat today because it never, as far as our automated 5-minute system, nothing fired off. There's nothing going on because, well, nothing fired off. So there it is. Goes to prove a point. Don't try to force trades when you don't see them. So that's the story. That's what's going on, gang. I would have to say thanks for watching. We'll let you know where do we end up in the market here. Is this a shake and bake? I got news for you. I got a shake, meaning they rattled the market to the upside and it's failed. But I got news for you. I still have a lot of faith on our modernized indicators. This volume tool is too strong to ignore as far as a bullish convergence pattern. The advanced decline on the IWM with a moving average crossover is too hard to ignore. Unless that's negated, I still got to go with the long side. It's just a matter of where you put placement of getting long. I mean, I would say if the market is starting to try to break out, you buy the breakout when it finally breaks out of my last conditional change, which would be in this case on the Russell, by the way, folks, the high from, I'm trying to draw it in for you, this bar right there. If you close greater than Monday's high, that would initiate a breakout and we should get back up into at least the quarterly pivot, which is the blue line. So it's like it broke support, it's jocked around a little bit, and it should come right back for a U-shaped bottom, possibly. The trick is to look for that daily close above Monday's high. So maybe it's not today ahead of a 3-day holiday weekend. Maybe it's next week. Maybe it's not at all. Maybe this fails and the breadth goes back down and the volume works and this thing all goes down. That's why no form of technical analysis is 100% guaranteed. I don't say my work is the best in the planet, but I say it's very effective and it's worked for me for over 38 years, and that's why I share it with you in these YouTube videos. And I always like to take responsibility what comes out of my mouth. I don't just tell you the good news, I share the bad news because that's life and that's trading. You got to take the good with the bad. So with that stated, if we are, and my prognostication is, if we maintain structural strength and breadth today on a Friday, a 3-day holiday weekend, the last day of the month of August too, by the way, I think we got some decent things happening. All right, so finally, let's bring into speed. The spiders are starting to pop in here. The S&Ps, we got a 5-minute buy signal. If it does, then that trade will get out. Be honest with you, I think the override is not the last conditional change type concept. It's going to be the dynamic Unfortunately, it would have been better out to get out at 18. But as you can see, these are phenomenal way of following a market in a true, tried, and tested program. How is it tried and true and tested? Because we back test this and we share this with our members. If you wanted to join or take a test drive in our live trading room, sign up, go to personsplanet.com. If you want to learn more about the Algo 17 version 2 Extreme program, contact us here at personsplanet.com. Get your hands on this model. It's pretty amazing, actually, because it allows the user to grow, to change, and adapt with market conditions. And as you can see, you can do a 5-minute, a 15-minute. If you can go pound, gold, spiders, leveraged ETFs. You can create your own models in trading rather than rent and lease, or just come into our live trading room. More importantly, if you want, you can also come down to our live trading seminar. Hopefully there won't be any hurricanes. It's in October. Go to the website, personsplanet.com, for more information there. Find out what we do and what we can do for you. With that said, have a great Labor Day weekend, not Memorial Day, Labor Day weekend. And if you're in West Palm Beach, or if you're in Florida, in anywhere between Jacksonville and the Key West, God bless us all. Batten down the hatches, get your boats tied up, double your lines, get your patio furniture in, and I don't know, hunker down. But other than that, I'll see you guys hopefully next week if we don't blow away. Thanks, everybody. God bless.